Hello, best friend, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all having the most incredible day. This is the first time that you're watching my channel. My name is Sebastian, and I welcome you all with open arms. I spill pop culture tea videos every single day, so if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. Why don't you grab a snack and a drink? Hit that subscribe button, girl, because we gotta talk. Listen, we gotta talk about, well, as some are calling it, the rise and the fall of Chappell Roan. Listen, let me tell you something, girl. I'm gonna be very honest with you, girl. This pop culture, girl. How many pops, bitch, pops? Girl, you know what it is? I'm excited because I'm about to have lunch. Okay, I said it right there, bitch. My husband is making his famous bolognese, bitch, and I'm just so fucking excited, girl. I'm amped. I'm like, let's go. You know, I'm like those TikToker live people that they're like, let's go, and they get like a sunglass or like a rose or like a galaxy, like, yeah, let's go for the galaxy, let's go for the lion. I'm just so ready for it, girl. I'm ready to go to the Super Bowl. But listen, right, Chappell Roan, if you guys don't know, she's that girl who sings H-O-T-T-O to go. I don't know that song. I don't know her that well, best friend, okay? I don't know like her music that well, but I love that song. So she's a newer artist to me, you know. I'm sure she has a lot of fans. She is, you know, selling out, you know, she's doing great right now. But she has definitely set her boundaries to her fans. And this was last week when she came out and basically said, 2 weeks ago, she basically talked about how she doesn't owe anyone anything, okay? So we're going to cut everything into pieces. This is like the Chappell Roan rise and fall TED Talk, if you will, okay? So it all started with her setting her boundaries with her fans. And now, fast forward all the way to the end, she's had to cancel a bunch of tour dates, and a lot of fans are upset because allegedly she canceled them because she has better things to do, like the Video Music Awards. So this is Chappell Roan talking about boundaries with her fans. Check this out.
I need you to answer questions. Just answer my questions for a second. If you saw a random woman on the street, would you yell at her from the car window? Would you harass her in public? Would you go up to a random lady and say, can I get a photo with you? And she's like, no, what the fuck? And then you get mad at this random lady? Would you be offended if she says no to your time because she has her own time? Would you stalk her family? Would you follow her around? Would you try to dissect her life and bully her online? This is a lady you don't know. And she doesn't know you at all. Would you assume that she's a good person? Assume she's a bad person? Would you assume everything you read about her online is true? I'm a random bitch. You're a random bitch. Just think about that for a second, okay? I don't care that abuse and harassment, stalking, whatever, is a normal thing to do to people who are famous or a little famous, whatever. I don't care that it's normal. I don't care that this crazy type of behavior comes along with the job, the career field I've chosen. That does not make it okay. That doesn't make it normal. It doesn't mean I want it. It doesn't mean that I like it. I don't want whatever the fuck you think you're supposed to be entitled to whenever you see a celebrity. I don't give a fuck if you think it's selfish of me to say no for a photo or for your time or for a hug. That's not normal. That's weird. It's weird how people think that you know a person just because you see them online or you listen to the art they make. That's fucking weird. I'm allowed to say no to creepy behavior, okay?
So, best friend, let's just dissect all of that for a second, okay? I think boundaries are a very important tool that you need, okay? I recently learned about boundaries. I want to say like 2 years ago, because for some reason I always felt so used. I always felt like vampire energy, energetic vampires. They just suck your energy out. And, nobody's going to care about you unless you stand up and you say, hey, 1 second, girl. I don't want to do this. Do you know what I mean? Like, you got to set your boundaries because nobody's going to set your boundaries for you. So in that sense, girl, I am all about setting boundaries. Now, she got a lot of backlash for that because they're like, well, listen, you are a celebrity. This is what comes with the job. And listen, I have followed pop culture my whole life. I've been spilling tea for 9 years. I know a thing or two about pop culture. And I do think that, there's celebrities that I believe have been very wronged in their past, that fans did not respect, okay? Especially female artists, I do believe. And I think that it's okay to speak out as a human being and say, hey, I don't owe you shit, Like she said, would you scream at a random lady, this and that? I get her point of view, but at the same time, I say, listen, unfortunately, you are not going to change the dynamic between a famous person and a, regular person after, the invention of, the famous person. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just been like this for all eternity. And of course, things should change and people should respect boundaries. These people throwing things on the damn stage. I'm like, girl, are you in a fucking baseball game? Why are you throwing shit to the fucking stage? And why is it always BB Rexa who gets hit in the damn head? Seriously. But for real though, like, I do think that there is a certain thing that needs to change, which is, having respect for that artist, not grabbing them, not touching them. You guys know how I always say, I live in Los Angeles. I see, celebrities quite often, and I'm not running up and screaming and taking pictures and doing this because I think that as you get older, you stop kind of idolizing celebrities, and for me, they're just normal people, with just another job, you know what I mean? But I do think that a celebrity, if I don't know how to say this because I don't want to sound like I'm against Chappell Roan, but I will say this, that when you are a public figure, you kind of do owe it to your audience to somewhat be a little bit approachable, because they are the ones going to your concerts. They are the ones going and streaming your album. They are the ones waiting in line. They are the ones, taking out loans to go see you. They are the ones taking days off work. They are the ones buying your merch. They are the ones, basically supporting your lifestyle. So if you are going to completely cut them off, then you might as well be performing for Casper the Friendly Ghost, boo-boo, because that's just not gonna, it's not gonna work out. Now, a lot of people this is a very divided conversation. Half of the people are on her side and half of the people are like, girl, you are a celebrity, boo-boo, and you are just literally, slapping your fans and not being grateful. You're coming off very, entitled and ungrateful, especially for a newer artist like her. I understand she wants to set boundaries from the very beginning, absolutely, as you should. But I do think that some fans might have gotten it, maybe, taken it another way of, she does not care about us, period. I've seen many celebrities out and about when they're just shopping, and I see fans going up to them, and I see them just reacting very nicely, and it takes 2 seconds to make somebody's day. But of course, I get that, there is safety protocols. There's things that you need to be aware of, and there's things that you need to, you need to take care of yourself, which is fine. Now, the last thing that, the drama is now a lot of European tour dates are being canceled left and right.
Chappell Roan's European tour is a flop. It's flopping so bad. My girlfriend and I got tickets to see her in Munich at the Bloomfest Festival. She cancelled it. She also cancelled Lollapalooza in Berlin, and then gave the people who had tickets to Lollapalooza in Berlin tickets to her new show in Berlin, right? Then she has now cancelled the show in Berlin and rescheduled it to further later in September. But then she's also cancelled Paris and Amsterdam. And I'm just like, oh, girl, you only had 4, 5, 6 cities in your tour to begin with. We're really cutting it fine. And I'm thinking, scheduling conflicts. If she's on tour, what else is she scheduling? You're booked. Darling, you're booked. Your schedule is full. And then I'm hearing that the VMAs are around the same time as when like her original European shows were meant to be, and I'm like, oh, okay, but okay, fair enough. Fair enough. This is like great for your career, whatever. But like, what about everybody who's already bought tickets to your shows and has bought transportation and accommodation and all of this stuff and booked off work and all of this? Like, what about us? Like, what about the little guy, huh? What about the people who are working class, who are living paycheck to paycheck, who have taken the time out of their life to organize to go to your concert and sing with you and dance with you and celebrate with you, like celebrate your success? What about us? Because now I'm not going to see Chappell Roan this year. I don't even know if I'm going to see her next year or whenever. I don't know if I might just give up, because at the rate that her team are cancelling concerts, I don't trust to buy another ticket. But yeah, like, if you are someone who's had your show cancelled, like, what are you doing? Obviously for Paris and Amsterdam, like, thoughts and prayers. But like, if you had tickets to any of the Germany shows and you are now going to like a rescheduled show, like, what are you doing? Are you still gonna go? Are you selling your ticket? Like, what's the vibe? Because we're still going to Bloomfest because we bought flights, hotel, and the festival ticket is non-refundable, right? So we're still gonna go even though she's not there. But what are you guys doing? Tell me what you're doing. I still respect Chappell Roan. I love her music. I would love to see her if it was like in a reliable setting. But yeah, when I found out that the show was cancelled, I was so heartbroken, because I've been trying to get tickets to see her since last year. I remember when she had that show at sometime in Hoxton. I think it was like the middle of last year in Hoxton. She had a teeny weeny show. Ticket sold out. I was like, oh, and then she was back in December. Ticket sold out. I was like, oh my gosh, like, give a girl a break, please. But yeah, that's all to say. I'm a bit annoyed. Well, I'm more than a bit annoyed, but I'm trying to give her grace, because I obviously know that it's not her who's like doing all these bookings. It's her team. Okay, so Chappell Roan's team, like, y'all need to fix up, because this can't run anymore. Like, yeah, I'm sorry. This needs to change.
And a lot of fans are very upset at this. And now they have come out with their own conclusion that around the European dates is also the Video Music Awards. So they're saying that she allegedly chose the Video Music Awards because that's going to, of course, amplify and throw her career into, bigger stages. And, it's going to, be very beneficial for her career rather than just performing in these European countries. And then also, the last thing is she had to basically cancel a bunch of tickets of here in the US and refunded people's money because allegedly a bunch of scalpers bought tickets. So she wants to give real fans a way to, to buy her tickets. And some fans are saying, hey, I'm not a scalper and my ticket was canceled. So there's just a lot that's happening. And I sort of feel like, she's just, all these circumstances are just not helping her out. You know what I mean? They're just making everything look worse and worse. And especially for such a newer artist to have so much turbulence with her fans, I think that it's way too early for any of that. I just feel like you should perform, be grateful, set your boundaries. Absolutely set your boundaries. I 1000% agree with that. But if you see that maybe your fans have not understood and have taken it the wrong way, then maybe you should, do some more videos about that, and basically say like, hey, look, I don't mind if you come up to me and, ask for a hug and this and that. Just maybe like, maybe just a little bit of a cute video for your fans. Because once again, without fans, you guys are nothing, period. It is what it is. Like, so what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments below. It's very divided. And, I am on the side of set your boundaries, but you're also a public figure. So find the middle in that. So you feel comfortable in that. to move forward with your career. And if not, maybe this is not the career for you. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that follow. I am so grateful for you guys. And I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah.